Hola people, Bree Slay here, aka the Beauty Plug, and I am back again with another video. In this video, please excuse my background. My background is not my normal usual background because I am not home. I am at Bay's house, and so that's what gave me this video idea today. And it's to bring to you the top fragrances gifted from Bay that he loves the most. And so I think this is a good video because it'll kind of help you kind of guide you in the right direction of what you think he'll love and like. And also too, gift ideas that you want from Bay. So if you are interested in this video, then you know what to do. Stay tuned. Oh, and don't forget, just subscribe. You back again. This is time number 4 or 5. Just press the subscribe button. Don't forget to press the bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. And if you're new here, welcome. And again, if you're returning, thank you for coming back. All right, let's go. So my first fragrance, I mentioned this in my top 14 fragrances for Valentine's Day video, and I'll put it in the end of the video. I'll put the link so that you guys can check it out if you haven't already. But the first fragrance I'm going to mention is an oldie but goodie. It is by the house of Narciso Rodriguez, who is a perfumer from the Bronx. And one of his very famous perfumes is Narciso Rodriguez for Her. Now, as I told you before, I've said before in my other videos that I like the EDT better than the Parfum. And Bay had gifted me the EDT of it. I am not home, but I have in my usual place where I film, but I do have so this is like a 2-for-1. I do have a dupe for it, and that is Lovely by Sarah Jessica Parker. So Bay loves this, absolutely adores it, and I'm going to give you its notes really quickly. I'm not going to really focus too much on it because I don't want the video to be too long, but this Narciso Rodriguez has top notes of African orange flower, osmanthus, bergamot, mid notes of musk, amber, base notes of vetiver, vanilla, and patchouli. And it's interesting that I don't see any rose in this, any notes of rose. Very interesting. But what you do get is a sweet musk. And while, yes, this is not the Narciso in this bottle, this is Sarah Jessica Parker, the dupe, Lovely. It is absolutely, positively the same. The initial spray has a little bit of differences, the top notes, but the base notes, definitely, they just dry down as absolutely the same. So that's Narciso Rodriguez for Her, EDT, or Sarah Jessica Parker's Lovely. The next fragrance reminds me of 2 fragrances in one. And those happen to be some of Bay's favorites, but they weren't gifted from Bay. This one was actually, and I could see why, because Bay loves that other one as well. And so that's none other than Prada Paradoxe. So listen to me. Prada Paradoxe is a combo between another one of Babe's favorites, Giorgio Armani My Way, and Donna Born in Roma by Valentino. Now, when I tell you this is everything, this is everything. Look at the freaking bottle. So cute. And so the notes for Prada Paradoxe, according to Fragrantica, so I get all my notes on Fragrantica. So according to Fragrantica, the top notes are pear, tangerine, and bergamot. Middle notes of orange blossom, neroli, essence, neroli, and jasmine sambac. Base notes of vanilla, amber, white musk, and benzoin. So if you notice that, you're probably going to notice a trend of the fragrances that Bay likes. These are fragrances that have base notes of vanilla in them. So just notice the pattern here. Vanilla and musks. Okay. Next fragrance. The next fragrance is new to my collection. Even though I smelled it when it first came out in 2020, it's new to my collection because I got it for Valentine's Day. And I don't know why I didn't purchase this before, but thanks that Bay did. And so that is none other than Angel Nova, by Mugler. So This is my new obsession. This right here, in my previous video, I'll link it in the description bar below, but I had mentioned what this girl smells like. And let me tell you something. This girl, she the it girl. She fly. She everything. She is it. Okay? This girl she can switch it from a pump to a retro Jordan. Okay? From a suit to a sweatsuit. Okay? This girl right here, this is flirty. This is fresh. This is fruity. This is sweet. This is fun. This is sexy. All those things combined in one. Now, this is said to be very similar to Parfums de Mali, and I would agree, but I think this is a bit sweeter and fruitier. This is also a beast mode fragrance. It lasts really long on your clothes. It lasts really long on the skin. The projection and the sillage is amazing. This is what, when Angel was under Terry Mugler, I might be saying it wrong, and then they switched, and I think L'Oreal bought this over, and then it became Mugler. Before L'Oreal bought it over, the potency of these fragrances were a lot stronger, and this reminds me of old school potency of Terry Mugler's fragrances. So thank you, Bae, for this. So let me give you the notes on this. So Angel Nova has top notes of lychee, raspberry, middle notes of damask rose, and base notes of akigala wood and benzoin. So this also has benzoin in it. So do you see some similarities here? Again, phenomenal. This is really, really good. This is a beast. I feel like this can be worn all seasons all round. I think that this is just an all well-rounded fragrance. You can wear this in the day. It's bright enough for the day. You could wear it at night. It's really seductive that you can wear it at night. This is a really good fragrance. So again, this is Angel Nova. The next fragrance is loved by many. Man, woman, child is loved by many. And it has some flankers. And this is the most recently released flanker. And this is none other than Burberry Her Elixir. So a lot of people compare this to a strawberry milkshake. I don't get that at all. I get creamy, but I don't get strawberry milkshake. The top notes for this are strawberry and blackberry. I don't even get those notes when I spray it. And let me try this again and see. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh, yes, I do. I'm wrong. Yes, I do. Middle notes of jasmine and base notes of course, vanilla, amber, and sandalwood. So if you notice the similarity amongst the scents that Bae likes, you notice that they all have a common denominator in it, and that is vanilla. Men have a tendency to gravitate toward sweet smelling scents or masculine presenting, whether you're a female and you're masculine presenting, and they tend to like scents on women that are more feminine, and that includes vanilla, that includes rose, and that includes fruity scents, and also musk. So again, that's Burberry Her Elixir. And I would say that this is the grown-up version to Burberry Her, the original. Burberry Her, the original, is more bright. It's more fruity. It can be worn in the summer. And winter too. Like, you wear fragrances when you want to. But this can definitely be worn more so in the fall. And it's more grown up. It's the more grown up version of Burberry Her Original. So again, this is Burberry Her Elixir. The next fragrance I have is also newer to this collection, to my collection. And that is none other than Aerin Tuberose Le Jour, I'm sorry. And so if you're not a person who likes florals, then you're not going to like this, because this has a very strong note of tuberose in it. And so the top notes are neroli, orange blossom, Indian tuberose, jasmine, and base notes of cashmere wood and cedar. So while this is more so on the floral side and woodier side, it's not as sweet, it is also on the, I would say, soapy side. And that's kind of what makes it smell so good. This lasts a really long time. The projection, the sillage, and the longevity, they're all amazing. So if you want to, if you're into, if your boo is into floral scents, if your boo is into kind of like clean smelling, almost fresh out the shower, but soapy kind of scent, then this is the one to get. So again, that's Aerin Tuberose de Jour. This fragrance was a surprise. When I say surprise, I mean it was like a just cuz. And most of these are just cuz, but this in particular, usually I'll drop a hint as to what I want, and then they will go and smell it and say yay or nay, or surprise me with it. But this one in particular wasn't discussed, talked about. They was like, listen, I went on and looked at some reviews on YouTube, and I thought that this would be a fragrance for you that you would like. And that's none other than Jimmy Choo Fever, not knowing that I already had this in my collection. So Jimmy Choo Fever is a note that has, the top notes are heavy in plum, lychee, and grapefruit, which is very similar to Angel Novo, the lychee. The middle notes have heliotrope, vanilla orchid, jasmine, and orange blossom. And the base notes have tonka bean, vanilla, benzoin, coffee, hazelnut, and sandalwood. So those notes, the base notes are really, really rich, very, very gourmandish. I'm just going to spray a little bit here. I would say that this fragrance is a nice, sweet, seductive fragrance. This fragrance can be worn by any age group. You can be in from your 20s all the way 20s and up. It's very sweet. If you like Dolce & Gabbana The Only One, I think that you'll like this as well because it's sweet, but it has a little bit of not sweet like pink sugar sweet. It has a more seductive, sexier twist to it. So again, that's Jimmy Choo Fever. Now the next one was a gift from Bay when he came back from the Bahamas. And it was a countdown for my birthday. And so he was like, you know, I was into the Bahamas and I found these, I asked the woman, what should I get? And she pointed me in this direction. Bay buying it, not knowing that I also had this in my collection. But that's none other than Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. So Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, I would say is a floral, sweet, bright fragrance. And I want to, if you like Versace Bright Crystal Absolute, I feel like you're going to really like this. So this has top notes of Sicilian Mandarin, middle notes of peony, pink peony, which Versace Bright Crystal Absolute has as well, damask rose, apricot peach, and base notes of white musk. And so this runs along the same line as the Narciso for Her, but this is a little bit fresher, and Narciso for Her is a little bit more musky. So I could definitely see why he would like this. These two are very similar. This has more musk and this has more florals. This has more tuberose in it. Again, that's Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. Now the last two were bought. However, I want to say that Bay doesn't really like, I wouldn't say doesn't really like the last two. It wasn't love at first sniff, I should say. Just because I wanted it, he got it. But that, one of them that I'm talking about is Kayali's Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. Now, this to me smells also like Mancera's Roses Vanille. It smells like it'll come to me, by Zara. It smells like Roses and Vanilla by Bath and Body Works. It gives me that same vibe. The notes on this are, let's see, the top notes are pink pepper, Saffron, that's why I like this. Bergamot, Royal Lily, middle notes of Bulgarian Rose, May Rose, Vanilla Orchid, Magnolia, base notes of Amber, Sandalwood, Patchouli, and Musk. And so this is why I like this, because you put that patchouli in it, baby. I like patchouli. I love rose. It has vanilla in there. I think what's off-putting about this at first is that the peppery smell. And to be honest with you, I don't get too much pepper in this at all, especially not on my skin. It gets very sweet very quick. But I find that a lot of men gravitate towards this, and it's because of the sweetness of the rose. It's like a sweet rose. It's not like a grandma rose. It's a sweet, jammy rose. So again, that's Kayali Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. And last but certainly not least, this was a gift from Bae because of me mentioning it. And then saw one of my videos and was like, didn't you say you wanted this for Valentine's Day? So why did you go out and get it? So of course, you know, I had to go return that from my recent haul. And it was re-gifted to me. And that's none other than Bond number 9, Perfumista Avenue. So Bae didn't like this initially. I think what's off-putting about this, and I'm going to look at the notes, it's probably maybe, I don't know if it's the rose or if this has oud in it. And let me just make sure and see what's in here. What's in here is saffron, nutmeg, plum, artemisia, middle notes of rose, rosewater, peony, and jasmine, base notes of patchouli, musk, amber, and mates. So some of these notes are very similar to the notes that are in Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. And when I smelled this, I'm like, they smell alike. This just has a little bit more rose in it. I layer this with another fragrance, baby. And I'm not going to give y'all the layering combo because I want you to stay tuned for my next video, which is my layering combo video, okay? And I don't even call it layering combo. I call it fragrance recipes, okay? So just look forward to my video on fragrance recipes pretty soon. But Perfumista Avenue is a very sophisticated, let's give it a spray. Sophisticated, grown rose fragrance. If you do not like rose, you are probably not gonna like this. If you do not like patchouli, you ain't gonna like this. But if you like rose, you like woody, you like long lasting, you'll definitely love this. And so the notes in this bring out one of these other fragrances I mentioned, but I'm not going to tell you the recipe again, like I said, until you guys have to tune into my next video. But that is basically all of the fragrances, most of the fragrances that Bae loves, and these were all gifted by him. And so listen, tell your boo to go ahead and go get you them. That's all. They smell divine, and he's gonna think you smell divine. So go ahead, go right out the budget. Go get the coins and put it in your cart and just go get them. And know that all of my reviews, all of my videos are not sponsored. These are purchased with my coin or Bae's coin. And that's it. And I just want to say, as you know, thank you so much for coming and tuning in. Thank you so much for your support. My subscribers are going up, so please continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And you know the rest. Stay elevated, stay humble, stay beautiful, and stay blessed.